Oh, here we go.
Sounding like diamonds. Come on.
Hustle all day, playboy non-stop. 24/7 on the grind, getting wild. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. Hustle all day, playboy non-stop. 24/7 on the grind, getting wild. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm a rider by the flows that I'm providing. Sliding slow with open tires round the corner, coasting by you. Flyer thing you ever seen, your desire in your dream. Let the fire take you higher, I admire getting green, sitting clean. Hustle harder till I make it. If my daughter's sitting naked, fuck you starving, I'ma take it.
Yo. Can't hear you. No. Yo, might just be me. I don't know. Welcome to another episode of AAA Sports. You know me, your host, the one and only Teran. You know, that's D80. Having technical difficulties right now. You know, Reg will be on later. You know, shout out to the other guys that couldn't make it today. But bear with us, you know, while you get it together. Man, it might be a one-man band today.
Hello.
Yo, y'all hear you?
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Man, my bad about that, man.
It's all good.
I don't know what actually happened.
It's all good.
Well, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, since we done delayed it, I done delayed it, not you. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's only 4 minutes in.
have the unfortunate opportunity to host today. As you can see, I'm not doing such a great job. But anyway, this is AAA Sports. I'll be your host, I guess, or talker, whatever. Jeremiah Kitchen, D80. And we got Teran here holding it down for y'all. What's up, Teran?
What's good, man? What's good, D80?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. You good? Besides the, the microphone messing up.
Man, I'm having all kind of technical difficulties on this bad boy, man. Oh my gosh.
Hey, it happens.
Pray for me.
It happens.
All right, so we got some college football to get into. First off, on the topic list is the Buckeyes losing last Saturday.
How you feel about that?
I'll be honest, when they first lost, I was really upset. I was on the fire Ryan Day train, but now I kind of backed off a little bit. I feel that there were like maybe 2 or 3 opportunities that we missed to win that game. In an environment like that, with a situation like that, we made way too many mistakes to win, and we lost ourselves that game. They didn't beat us. That's how I feel.
Oh, I feel the same way, man. It sucks because, like you said, for them to lose a top receiver and not to have a top defender, though, it's not like, and there's no way that game should have went the way it went. And it's like our running game, like, man, we couldn't get it going all like that, man. It's like, I don't know. Last time we played Oregon, it was the same way a little bit.
I was hoping we get the W though,
Yeah, we'll see them again though, but that definitely, big ups to them, for losing a player like that and still being able to, like, come away with a win like that.
They held it down.
I
was kind of surprised. Again,
our DBs was getting torched though, man. Especially one DB was getting, like, man, I hate to see it, man, but he was getting, and no matter what receiver they put on him, man, the receiver that went out was torching him, and then the next 2 receivers, man, whoever they sent this way, he just had a bad game, man. Because I know you don't see that, but you gotta admit he had a bad game that week, man. That would kind of cost us too.
His NFL stock just went.
Yeah, most definitely. The rest of the year, he got to make up big time, man. He got to shut people down and then make it go to the playoffs. If not, he definitely went from first to probably, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but let me throw this at you, Teran. What do you think if the Buckeyes take this loss, right? Mm-hmm. And come in November, they lose to what if they lose to Michigan? You think Ryan Day's gone?
He gone.
I was thinking.
You've been saying it for the longest, but like I say, it's crazy when a coach give you 12-win seasons and stuff, and you want them gone in college. But it's like that's why you think a lot of Michigan coaches was getting fired because they couldn't beat the Buckeyes.
Yeah, you got to win that big game. I mean,
like if you lose to Michigan out, they not even going to the playoffs. Probably.
I don't think they are either, but
because depending if we beat Penn State, but say Penn State only got 1 loss because their schedule is pretty. What I'm saying, besides those state. It's a winnable schedule. So we beat Penn State, but they only got 1 loss. They going off rip.
Yeah, but I think Penn State's a better team than Michigan, though.
You said worse team than Michigan?
Better, I think.
Oh, yeah, right. They better. That's what I'm saying. So if we lose, it's like, man, it's got to be all bad.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's they lose to Penn State in them, though.
Oh my gosh, I wrote that on my sheet here, but I didn't want to say it.
He gone. I don't even know who they would hire neither, though.
I don't either. I thought about Brian Hartline being the next in line, but I thought about what about a Mike Vrabel?
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah,
and we had too many weapons though for Oregon to be doing that to us, though, man.
I know. It's just we made too many mistakes on offense, man.
When I think our offense is off the chain, we play one of these teams. I'd be like, how are they shutting us down?
Yeah, I think
happens every year.
Yeah, and then Ryan Day is like 1-12 against like top 5 teams. It's like a crazy stat that he has against him now, but I think that's our issue, man. And I hate to say it because I think that ultimately O State's gonna go to the national title. I believe that, but again, when I start looking at these alternative thoughts, I'm like, man, if you lost to Michigan, is he gone? Is it a deservingly fire? Because Michigan is our, and I hate to say Super Bowl, but that's our championship right there.
Yeah.
Tough one, man. Tough one.
That was tough to see, man. Like you said, but I was frustrated at first, but I started not to get too mad about these games no more. It's like, it's no point. Because like I said, imagine the players that's playing losing. That's how I be looking at it sometimes. Like imagine the coaches, imagine those players. So it's like,
they carry that.
Yeah, right. So it's like I gotta stop getting mad about it so much now, man. And I don't really. Sometimes it's like it's no point.
Yeah. I remember when I was really, really younger or whatever, and the Browns would lose on Sunday, I wouldn't talk to nobody till like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Man, that's sports do that to you, man.
Yeah. I know it's tough. All right, we can move on to the next one. I don't have like the pictures and stuff because I don't know how to do all that yet. But anyway, so the next one is Colorado Buffs. They fought hard and they lost star players, but they still lost to number 17 Kansas State, 31-28. What do you think about that?
Man, losing the players they lost, man. The way Shedeur played, though, I gotta give him props, man, because he could have folded. He tried to bring him back, man. And honestly, like you said, that the way that call went, it could have went either way. At the end, like the pass interference, if they called that, it could have, that easily could have been. That was what? That was they down? How much was they down? 3, or was it?
I thought it was 3.
Yeah, they was down 3. Yeah, they went overtime, like for sure. Like because they do definitely grabbed them, and they could have called that easily. But so, like when you get in a position, sometimes, man, you like the fact that they was in that position that they have to need a field goal. What can you do?
Yeah, and then again, you're playing against the number 17 ranked team in the country, so you really can't afford to have those situations, man. I hate to say dominate because you're not supposed to dominate the number 17 team, but Colorado really had an opportunity to win that game, and I
also think man, I think he should have eased his son back in there on defense. You know what I'm saying? He should have, because the way the old boy was playing, the other safety was playing. Even though he played, but he ain't start. His son came back and started, right?
I don't think he should have started Turan.
Yeah, but I said he was getting torched. Like he missing tackles, everything else. It's like, and I get it. Like it's like he missed. Like by him being out, he should have eased him back in and let the other one start, and then have him start after this game. Because I think that kind of like that's why he said he played a bad game. No, yeah, he kind of cost him too, though, man. The way the other safety was playing, he was balling.
Yeah,
like they was doing all right.
So you kind of saying that's on Prime though?
It is. For Prime to say he was bad, you know what I'm saying? He called it. He know it is on Prime. Yeah. It's like, because sometimes, don't get me wrong, dude would have been starting if dude was balling better than his son at practice or somewhere. I guess he'd have been starting anyway. But dude got his confidence to where them last 2 games, the defense was gelling even with him back there. So it's like, why switch that up? Yeah, play your son when he come back. And I understand he was starting, because that's sometimes how, when quarterbacks be starting, and to say like when a quarterback go down, the other quarterback be balling, win 3 straight, it's kind of hard to take them out, but they put that starting quarterback in, depending who the quarterback is. Like, of course, if you ain't really had no good quarterback going into the year, you're not gonna put that starting quarterback in,
Facts.
Like somewhat like what Pittsburgh doing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though Russ was the man, right now, it's like from what he did, how Denver was, it's like they want to put him in there, but they know what I'm saying, they're not gonna force it because he been having some down years. But say if he wasn't, he would have came back, even though they 3-2, or even if he was 3-1, Russ would have came back and got the position. That same what happened with, I think, Deion's son, with Shedeur. No, that one is what? What's
Shiloh.
Yeah, Shiloh. It's like you should have just eased him in there. He shouldn't have started right away.
Yeah, I agree.
He was like dominating that safety somewhat, and that's different. Like you up there, like Ed reading them out there, Troy, like what's the old boy that was at LSU, Tyrone Matthews or something like that. Like
the Honey Badger. That dude was nasty.
If he was like that before he got hurt, you put players like that back in
right back in. Yeah.
But the fact that he wasn't, he should have eased them back in, man. Because I I don't care. I like Colorado, but if you ain't being biased, like he should have eased his son back in. Like he shouldn't have started and played more than the other guy.
I agree. I didn't think of it from that perspective, man. I just thought that
he should have eased him in, and then get your position, start back the next week after that. But the fact that y'all on the roll, even some of the tight losses, you know what I'm saying, some of the tight wins y'all won at the end, but y'all defense was somewhat doing good. Man, because he was missing some tackles, and that's from him being out. You know what I'm saying? You got to think when he messed up. So he should have eased him back in there a little bit, not have him play as much as he played.
I agree. And hate to say that that's kind of on Prime, but it is.
Yeah.
He should have helped his son out a little more, and got him off that field. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know if let's say this happens again, right?
Right.
Shiloh has a bad game. It's going at some point his play is going to reflect on Deion, man, and the media is going to run with that story. He's choosing his son over talent. He's choosing his son over wins. I can see that narrative becoming a thing. So Deion, get it together, bro. And we're gonna talk about him later. We got some words.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on.
He definitely should have had that win.
Yeah,
man.
I thought so, man. I'm like, man, you got the number 17 team on the ropes. You got to take that, man. Ain't nobody gonna give you that win.
Nah.
Kind of stressed me out. Let me I skipped the third topic. I don't know why, so I'm trying to go back to my thing so I can see what it was. Because I got Bama on the sheet, but I think we got one more before that. Okay, Georgia versus Texas. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's the top 10 shuffle. Does having a 12-team playoff allow teams to ease up and take a loss or two?
Say that one more time?
Okay, so top 10. Does having a 12-team playoff allow teams to ease up and take a loss or two?
Okay.
What you think?
Nah, I doubt it. I mean, I doubt if they easing up, you know what I'm saying, because of that. But I mean, it helps team. It helps.
But think about what about the SEC though, Teran?
It helps them out, but I'm because you saying like it's saying is they easing up though, but I doubt that. It's just teams is playing them. Some teams got talent there now, like with this NIL deal stuff, like you know.
The level playing field.
It's like it ain't all the way. Of course, it ain't even, but you know what I'm saying. You get a couple players, and on any given day, they gonna play good. Like you know what I'm saying. Like before, no matter how sorry you play, you gonna come out away with that win. But now with these teams having some ballers on their team,
Vanderbilt,
yeah, man. Now don't get me wrong. Like you said, it sucks because like you said, teams that, you know, after one loss, you ain't worried all like that, but I don't think they letting up though.
I don't think so
trying
either.
to go undefeated.
I would agree, but I'll say this, man, it's not even fair to say it, but I'll say it. So I was thinking this before, even in the BCS days, and when they started the playoff, I always felt as though the Power 5 schools, those teams should be allowed. I shouldn't say allowed, but they should be some kind of rule that allows them to have one or two losses and not be eliminated, because it is virtually freaking impossible for you to run through the Big Ten. I'm talking about in the early 2000s and mid 2000s, right, without losing a fucking game. Yeah. Very hard. And even if you go back to our was it 2002 championship season when we won, we almost lost several of those games. It was a couple Craig Krenzel Hail Marys. I mean, like the Purdue game, Indiana game.
Yeah.
It was so many games that we almost lost. If it wasn't
the one with Chris Gamble on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, so that was a magical run, man. And things don't really happen like that for teams, especially when you got the top tier talent. And like you were saying, prior to NIL deals, these Michigans, Ohio States, Penn States, we're getting the cream of the crop. We're not going to lose to no Maryland. Yeah. We're not going to lose to no Vanderbilt. We're not going to lose to no Rutgers. We're not going to. It's just not going to happen. It's just the way the tiers are built and the talent is spread. But now, I don't know. So I would like to see a situation where those top 5 Power 5. It's not even Power 5 anymore, but you know what I'm saying. I would like to see where they could actually lose a game or two, and not to be, oh yeah, we lost the game, we're okay, let's coast a little bit. No, man, like you said, keep the pedal to the metal. But because of the competition, yeah, you may lose a game or two. But if that competition isn't like that, like again, if Bama lost to a Vanderbilt and then they turn around and lose to Tennessee this weekend,
Yeah,
it
I
lights
know,
out.
right?
Yeah, but if
They
they
lose to Tennessee, can they? Now I'm trying to think. Well, who would they need? Because Texas would have to lose to Georgia, but if Texas, because Georgia lost to Bama, so they still straight on that half. They ain't even on the same. This still was a size. Yeah, it's still size, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man,
that's a tough one. I don't know.
Because who did Tennessee lose to? SEC team? Who Tennessee lose to?
I thought it might have been Miami, but I could be wrong. I don't know who Tennessee lost to, and I don't got Big Chicken to call. Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Dang, yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, man, yeah, if Tennessee lost, and then because that's who they play, that's who Bama and Tennessee play, right?
Oh, it's going down.
That game might be hit.
I was thinking the same.
You can have 2 losses though, so the SEC like I said, the SEC gonna beat each other up.
They lost to Arkansas.
Oh yeah, that's a bad loss too.
Man. I know. That's ugly.
They both got bad losses, so whoever loses this one might be hit. With Texas and Georgia in there being in there, whoever loses this, whoever loses this hit. With Texas and Georgia being in there.
So with Georgia number 5, Texas number 1, their last meeting was in 2019. You don't say 2019, you say 2019. So I'll correct that. In the Sugar Bowl. So now they're going to meet again for the first time in 6 years. You got Carson Beck on one side, Quinn Ewers on the other. Who do you think wins this game? Who do you think will win?
What team you talking? What 2 teams you talking about?
Georgia, number 5, Georgia.
You talking about they play? Oh, they play who?
No, they're playing each other. Number 5, Georgia plays number 1, Texas.
Oh, they do play. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, who I think winning that?
Yeah, Quinn Ewers versus Carson Beck.
I think Georgia gonna win.
Oh wow! You think Georgia gonna take down the number 1 team?
I mean, I don't know if Texas really got, like, you know how they got to be. You got to beat them. Like, even though Texas beat Bama the year, should have beat them the year before. Man, I got to see them. They just got to. I don't see Georgia losing to Bama and them. That's the only reason I'm saying that they could.
Yeah.
But I just don't see Georgia losing to both of them. But Georgia haven't showed me nothing. I can't admit that though. But I'm just going off. I'm just going off their name, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They haven't showed me nothing. They haven't showed me nothing, but I'm going off their name.
I feel that. For me,
like, what you think? Who you got?
For me, I think Texas is going to take it. I'm purely, I'm strictly looking at the quarterback position and nothing else. And I believe that Quinn Ewers is the better quarterback.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is.
And I think he's going to show that. You know, he may throw an interception, but he's going to come back and throw 3 or 4 touchdowns to make up for it. He might fumble the ball, but he's going to come back and make sure they got the game-winning drive to make up for it. He just has that moxie and grit, and I think it's going to shine. But again, if they lost, I wouldn't be shocked. You know,
I wouldn't be shocked. But if they win, it's no shock if they win either. Because this year, Georgia ain't been Georgia. Let's be honest. So
yeah,
you know.
That defense is suspect.
Turn it up, and, Georgia like to turn it up against the other teams, though. So we're going to see. Even though the SEC, they stay first year. So you know how they don't really try to make it seem like they're not SEC. They'll make Oklahoma, but we going to see.
We going to see. All right, next one. We got number 16, Indiana versus Nebraska. Indiana 6-0, Nebraska 5-1. Who do you think is going to take it?
That's going to be a good game, man. It should be a good game. Man, I want Indiana to still be undefeated, man, but I don't know if they're gonna get past Nebraska, man.
Nebraska's got a tough squad.
Man,
so
I'm gonna go with Nebraska though.
I'm gonna go with Indiana on this one. And right now the Hoosiers got the 4th best offense in the country as far as total yards per game at 515 yards per game. QB by the name of Curtis Rourke. I hope I said that right. Man, he is lights out, but he's got maybe 14 touchdowns and 2 picks this year, which is really positive. But you never hear his name in any Heisman talk because nobody cares about Indiana.
Yeah.
Right. Said, sorry, any Indiana fans out there, my apologies. But your team sucks, even though they're 6-0.
Man.
That sounds crazy even saying that.
Yeah, they 6-0 though. Yes, man.
Wow. Okay. Our next, I think the next one was how that topic was sports news. So in the news, I don't know if you got the chance to watch the game last night, Teran, but the Lynx versus the Liberty. Liberty takes the lead 2-1. Did you get the chance to check it out, or anything? Or
I've been watching. I mean, I ain't watched the game, but I was looking at the scores and stuff. Like, the Liberty was down one day. They was that yesterday. They was down. They was getting killed.
I thought the game was over by halftime.
Because I know Sabrina, whatever. Like, she had I was shocked because she had 0 points in the first quarter. Like, I don't even think she had no points in the first half.
Yeah, she ended up with what, maybe 13 points.
13, she had 0 points in the first half. I seen that. I was paying attention to the scores, and I'm like, oh, they about to lose because they was getting killed.
The same thing. I thought the same thing. I was like, man, the Lynx at home and they got the momentum. It might be a wrap, but Breanna Stewart was like,
New York is up 2-1.
Yeah, New York is up 2-1. They win one more, so wrap.
Home, man.
Yeah, so Breanna Stewart had 30 points. Sabrina Ionescu 13 points, but she hit the last second shot at 4 seconds left. Hit a dagger to take the Liberty up 3 points. Man, Jones had, I think she had 19 points. Jaquel Jones had 19 points, and she played like 30 some odd minutes, so she didn't really come off that floor. She was hustling on defense though, because Nafisa Collier, man, her and Breanna was switching off on her, and she only ended up with 22 points. So I mean, 22 points is good, but if you Nafisa, you got to hit the 30 mark.
Yeah, she been balling too. So
heck yeah, and then like you said, this might be the Liberty's opportunity to get their first title. Now, I'm going to ask you this, and I know it's not going to happen, but if it did, this would change the world. Could the New York Liberty become more popular than the New York Knicks? What you think?
Man, usually there's no way, man, but the way women, like the way sports going right now, even if you really just think about, look at the sports in general, music, like with the female rappers, the albums and all that. If you really look at it, like, people got to be, if you ain't biased as a male, you got to be like, man, they taking over, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Glow ain't playing. Glow.
Like, if they keep players like Juju don't come out and they, you know what I'm saying, you keep getting players like this, man, I can see it.
And don't forget the one girl from Connecticut still not coming out, Paige Becker. That's
what I'm saying. What I'm saying. So imagine, and if you, because I've really been paying attention now to the girls even coming out of high school or even high school now, it's more players just like on like the Caitlin Clark and them levels. It's so cold. You know, that's how it was, like how it was with the males. How players is like, even though they might not be like the LeBrons and Jordans, players is more athletic and seem off the chain when you watch them in high school. It's same with the females now. Like, you look at them coming out of college, or you watch their high school highlights, you like, man, this girl cold right here. Like, she only a freshman, she only a sophomore. You be like, man, imagine when she is a senior in high school.
It's going
so
down.
Like I said, I think Juju gonna change something too. Don't when she come to the league, man.
Oh, you better believe it, especially if she gets to the right situation.
Oh yeah, I think Juju about to.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Man, she's such a beast, and to be honest, this. I get March Madness. It's on its own, but that's when she shines the most to me. And last year, earlier this year.
You see the other girl they got on the team, she looked just like her too, though, man.
Which is weird. It's so weird how that is.
Man,
how they get a clone?
Explaining to do, man.
Yeah, like, man, okay, but we gonna see though. They got to ball out. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
You got to win something.
South Carolina's still #1 though. Coming to
these are facts. These are absolute facts, and I don't see them changing.
And you got them, and you got UCLA, but they still
LSU too. LSU still has a squad, even though they lost Angel Reese.
Yeah, and I'm sure they probably got some because you're right. So it's gonna be still exciting. It ain't gonna be people still gonna be watching just because Caitlin them gone. It's some players that watching college.
Teran, it's funny that you mentioned that because did you see they got Iowa ranked coming into the season at the 25 mark? So because of everything that Caitlin did and the players that was there from last year to this year, they figuring they're going to be better or whatever, but they got them ranked, which I since Caitlin Clark, I'd never seen Iowa ranked even before her.
This year?
Yes, 25.
Oh, they ranked 25. They went all the way down to 25, huh? Oh, they wasn't ranked the year before it's coming in?
No.
For real?
No.
Only with Caitlin Clark.
Yes, Iowa had nothing.
But you know they got that. They got
Nothing.
the top scorer coming from. They remember the top scorer in college transferred to their school though.
Oh, word?
Yeah, the girl who had the most, who averaged the most points. Yeah, Google the girl who averaged the most points last year in the NCAA. Go see. She went to she transferred to Iowa.
I gotta check that out. Okay.
Yeah, point guard. Yeah, she Caitlin wasn't even whoever the girl was who I can't think what school she went to.
Was it Syracuse? The girl from Syracuse?
It wasn't Syracuse.
Okay, because that's the only one I know who she set a
you
record
gotta
for
Google,
points.
Yeah, we get time. Yes, they got the higher. They got the Caitlin left, and then they got the top scorer from last year on their team this year.
Ah, okay. So that's why they 25. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Go Iowa. All right, so let's move on. I didn't even see the latest score, but right now we talking about the Guardians versus the Yankees. Yankees have the lead in the series 2-0. They're playing right now. Last I checked, it was the 7th, but it's been a while since I looked. And the Guardians are up 3-1.
The Yankees, I think it was like 4-3 last time I saw Yankees.
Oh, they came back?
Yeah, but it was like in the 8th though. It was like 4-3 Yankees.
Oh yeah, the Yankees pulled back 5-3, bottom of the 9th. Ooh,
they still playing?
Yeah, they playing right now. So it's 5-3, bottom of the 9th. The Yankees are winning. Fuck.
Don't tell me man, don't tell me about to lose 4-0, man.
Tonight would have been our best chance to take it. But I hope that they don't get swept in. Man, and the Derek Jeter's words uttered through my mind, and I hate it because it seems like it's ringing true. How he said the Yankees had the easiest road to the World Series out of all the teams.
Who said that?
Derek Jeter.
Man.
Yeah, he said that last week after he found out we were taking the Yankees on with in the ALCS. and it hurt my heart that he said that, but last time that I Nipsey Hussle checked, Derek Jeter is sitting on the desk doing doing commentary and not actually playing. So I was hoping the players on the field would dictate that and not his mouth. But
who won last year?
Who won the championship?
Yeah, I can't remember who won. Was it who won? Yeah, who won it last year?
Let me look it up. Hang on. It's like I know all this stuff, but I'm trying to hold this mic and do all this stuff. I can't think of shit. MLB 2023 championship. 2023 champions. The Texas Rangers. They won last year. And that's probably why I didn't think about it, because I don't care about them. But no, it's good. And I'll say this. And this is just, my perspective, and it's biased, so I don't care. If the Gardos lose, Yankees go on to face the Dodgers in the championship in the World Series, right? Mm-hmm. Dave Roberts, the manager, the head ball coach for the Dodgers, is a legend. He's a Afro-Asian man. He has won a World Series as a player. He has won a World Series as a coach. He is in the baseball. He will be going to the Baseball Hall of Fame when he retires, just like Dusty Baker. But Dave Roberts is a phenomenal coach, man. The dude is a great, great asset to the world of baseball, great ambassador. I mean, it's somebody that people should be looking up to. So I hope in this World Series, if the Gardos don't make it, that the world is able to see what Dave Roberts can do, even though his team has 3 all-stars on it, a payroll of about $100 billion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and show off Ohtani hitting crazy right now. But I mean, we're gonna talk. Actually, that game is next to be mentioned, but I'm just, man, I'll be rooting for the Dodgers, and I don't even really like the Dodgers like that, but I'm just rooting for the manager.
I feel you.
Yeah, so the next topic was the Dodgers versus the Mets. Dodgers leading the series 2-1 after last night's victory. Shohei Ohtani showed out as usual. I mean, these guys are no freaking joke, man. I mean,
they turn it up, man.
That pitching is. They have Frankie Lindor looking crazy. I mean, the Mets have an actual lineup that of hitters that could just that could just about hit any pitcher. But they had them fooled last night, man. I don't even know what happened. All I hear is strike one, strike two. Oh, he's out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dang, what was score?
3. No, it was when I stopped, it was 3 something, but I think it ended up being 7-1.
Dang.
Yeah, they wiped them out.
They got killed, didn't they? The Mets got them too, though, didn't they?
The first game, yeah, but the last 2, it's been the Dodgers. So people think that they figured the Mets out, which they may have not. I don't know. I know they played tonight, which they should be playing right now. Matter of fact, let me see if I can see the score real quick. Dodgers Mets, yeah, they're into the second. They're tied 1-1, and they're playing in New York. So in Flushing, Queens, which is a dump. No offense. I should have said that. Man, I was walking through that bad boy like, what the hell is this? I mean, no, it's dope, Teran, because you can walk through and the U.S. Open is right there. Now, you can't like get in the courts and stuff, but all that stuff is right there. And then the stadium is just a few blocks from that. And you see all this stuff and it look okay. But when you see it on TV, it's like, damn, look at all this. But when you there, it's like, this is it. Flushing.
That's crazy.
Let me stop bashing New York. I love New York, one of my other favorite American cities. But anyway, all right, let's move on. Okay, so then the next topic is something that I really don't know too much about, but I know they set a record for losing and some other stuff that they was doing. But the White Sox are possibly up for sale, and they fucking suck. What do you think about the White Sox and possible sale?
Man, the way they did this season, man, they was horrible, man. Like,
man,
it was horrible.
All the low lights you could ever see.
Oh my goodness, they was so horrible. So somebody, man, I don't know who gonna buy them. Like, how much they worth?
I have no idea.
Check it out, man. They gotta change. They gotta change a lot. I mean, you got the two. You got Bettini. I can't pronounce the one. He a baller for them too. They got a baller on their team. They got 2 of them. Like, what's the one? Vaughn or something like that? And the one got the B. He got the B last name.
You know, Baldwin or Fletcher or something like that? They got
it's like V. It's like Ball. It's something, man. But they got him, and they got it's another player too, though, man. That's nice for them, though. He their best player is like his last name starts with a B. But he be no matter who they play, he gonna get his no matter what it seems like.
Wow. And I'm trying to look up the White Sox value. White Sox value. See how much these guys are worth. Oh, okay. So the franchise is worth $2.0 billion.
Dang.
That's a lot of bread, man.
Especially, man, they trash, man.
Owned by Jerry Reinsdorf. Wow. I guess he gonna make that money back and then some.
Man,
ain't that crazy how your team can suck for so many years and you still be worth $1 billion some?
Yeah,
that's got to be amazing. I mean, that's no encouragement to want to win. But anyway, and I'm a Browns fan, so folks don't hate me in the chat. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, let's move on to I'm starting to sweat. That's scary because I got flashbacks of the Browns leaving. Okay, let's move on. PTSD. Okay, so the next topic in sports news is Kawhi Leonard is out again. He is not going to start the season. He is out indefinitely with inflammation in his knee. Oh, Jay's here. Okay. Yeah. So what up, Jamar?
What up, y'all?
What's up,
Yo, so he is out with inflammation in his knee indefinitely. So we got to see, what's going to happen. Are you in a delay, Jamar? It's like playing in the background. We got to see, what's going to happen. Okay.
I think so. On my phone.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what the heck? Like, I hear myself. I sound retarded. Turn that shit off.
I hear it.
No worries. So what do you think, Teran? Well, let me say, because I got some more to say before you go. Okay, so don't forget that a couple months ago, he was just in the Olympics not competing, but overseas in Paris when they dismissed him from the team because his lack of participation due to the injury, right?
Yeah.
But we all don't forget that Tyrese Halliburton pretty much didn't do shit either and got a gold ring, which Kawhi Leonard figured he could do too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I feel that he should have stayed on that Olympic squad, especially because they didn't play players. But I think the reason why Coach Kerr didn't keep him is because he wanted people to not to, you know, that whole knee thing to become a part of the conversation or whatever. Now, do you think that Kawhi's career is pretty much done?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
I was scared to say that too, but I was thinking it. I'm like,
Like,
man.
I mean, I don't even know what he got to prove. Like,
Well,
man, look how little that basketball.
he just yeah, but with the claw,
man.
No, he just signed another deal, but he didn't get the massive deal that he wanted to get. But he did sign another deal, and he's got like.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He still could get you like the, you know, he gonna be that player to get you. Depending how, like depending what the injuries is, I mean, he gonna be that player to get you the 17s and stuff like that, 18.
Mm-hmm.
But man, which is good.
So you think he's Grant Hill now? Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically.
You just like those singing shots in there, don't you?
I mean, you know,
I know. I made a butthole.
and shouts out to Grant Hill. He grew up in Western Virginia. You know, I came up in VA, ran into a couple of his people when I was down there, man. So shouts out to Western Virginia's rich ass fuckers. Anyway, you want to take over, Jamar? You want me to keep going?
I can jump in if you want me to. You was doing good, man. It's up to you. Can I add to the Kawhi Leonard thing?
Yeah, man. Jamar, what are your emotions and thoughts about this situation?
Okay. I don't feel bad for Kawhi.
I don't either.
I feel bad more for the Clippers, the Clipper fans, and I know deep down inside that owner is trying to win a chip and doing everything he can.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's where you let your money you let your mouth and your money get you in trouble. Because you writing checks that you can cash, but them motherfuckers ain't worth shit. And so we all seen this, but they were so worried about buying that building, that brand new stadium, and having big names attached to the organization that they re-upped with him. Paul George was more focused on like, yo, I can re-up, but I really want to win a ring. And so that's why he dipped out, because he knew Kawhi wasn't going to be back. And to add on what you were talking about, there was this underlying thing that they were saying the one thing that Kawhi was missing was an Olympic ring. He doesn't have that.
Oh.
And so they were saying that he knew damn well he really couldn't play even during the Olympics, but he thought if he could just show up and kind of just ride the wave, he get a ring to add to his thing. And the other players was like, nah, fuck. Other players in the sentiments around him was like, nah, fuck that. And he's not a Nike athlete, so it wasn't like Nike was going to help back him either. And so they was like, hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more. No. So
that's messed up.
Yeah, they should have traded him when they had the opportunity to. But his value, either I would have let him walk personally, but because his value isn't.
Hey, Cleveland tied it up.
Oh, word?
10th,
yes. Go Tribe.
So that's my take on it. I just feel that the brother
yeah. So do you think his career, I mean, I won't say career is done, but do you think he's no longer an all-star, or what do you think? I don't want to say career over because, you know, I hate to say stuff like that, but, you know.
I think that he's still an all-star, man. I mean, he's Kawhi freaking Leonard, right? I just learned that I can do this.
So that means he's doing 25 to 30 points a game then.
Yeah, he's still about 20 points a game, and his name is always going to make him still be an all-star as long as he plays the minimum required to be considered one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, I'm over here learning how to do this, and Big Chicken normally does this stuff.
No problem.
But so we want to see him do better. We hope to see him do better. We hope to see him be better.
Yeah.
But he'll never get back to who he was. And he can't. It's time to cut your losses, man. But now you got the big fancy new arena. You gave him all this money, and he still ain't gonna be at that mother.
When does the arena open?
This season is their first season in there.
Really?
Yeah. I'm quite sure they are no longer. I will double check that, but they are no longer in the
cryptocurrency arena.
Yep.
Wow, it sounds weird saying cryptocurrency arena, but that's what they call that shit. Wow.
They start playing this year.
I mean, actually, that's kind of dope though, because you don't want to be a second class citizen in your own home, man, and they've been that way for years. So
yeah,
it's kind of good to hear that.
Yeah,
man. Sometimes things happen, and you like, yeah, that's why y'all was. Oh crap! Coming up next, we left off on Kawhi. Lonzo Ball returns to the court after 2 whole seasons out.
So he really coming back?
He really coming back.
Yeah, so last night was Lonzo Ball's first game back in the Chicago Bulls uniform since January 14th. I was going to say 1922. Since 2022. And he stepped on the court. He got a standing ovation from the Chicago crowd, which was amazing to see and kind of emotional if you actually know the kid's backstory. He scored 10 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound in 15 motherfucking minutes. Go ahead, Lonzo.
Go ahead, Lonzo. I like that young man, and I hope he continues to make his comeback, man.
I was hoping Reggie would be here because I wanted to say something. I thought he was gonna be funny. I thought he would laugh at, but I don't know where he at. But anyway, I was gonna make a Bronny James joke because you know how you feel about Bronny.
You know what? You know how Reggie is, man.
I know how he get.
Yeah, I had one loaded in the clip ready, but we'll save it.
He was excited to be talking shit today.
I know I could because I'm gonna just say this, not the joke part, but about Bronny. Okay, so I look at Dajuan Wagner's son, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, the kid's gonna be a freaking monster. I look at Cayenne.
He's got it too with him.
Yep. Yeah, and you could see it, right? But with Bronny, I don't see that level, but I do see a role player. And I know it's hard to say that somebody whose dad is that great is going to end up being a role player, but I feel like he can be like a Danny Green kind of guy, a utility player that's just vital, that comes in at a certain point in the game, knocks down like 2 straight threes, gives his team some life, or make 2 steals and gives his team some life, or just does something on the defensive end to give the energy to the team. I feel like he's going to be that kind of a player more so than the all-star that we're expecting.
Right.
Here's Reggie. All-star? We ain't expecting no all-star. I watched that Negro make 1.5 points a game at USC. He ain't no all-star. He ain't gonna be doing that. You know what I'm talking about, Jerron? You know what I'm talking about? I gotta mess with you, Reggie, because you're not here. So
shout out to Reggie.
Shout out to Reggie.
You right, Reggie? Shout out to Reggie, man. No, bro. I want to say that I mean, it's sad, but feels like his ceiling is role player. If anything, maybe above the ceiling might be more of Pat Bev, which is still a role player, but a very prominent role player.
A utility guy.
Yeah, utility guy. And I watch him play and he does certain things, and I'm like, yo, you can tell. How about this? When I watch him play, I just don't see the heart of a player who was there to take it and make it his. I see a kid who loves to play basketball, who has fun to play basketball, who wants to be in the NBA, and who's had all the advantages of access to the tools to help him get there. But I don't see and no pun intended, I don't see the heart of a guy who's like, yo, I'm here because this is for me.
Yeah.
I'm here because this is my moment. And y'all can tell me I'm wrong, and Miguel's not here to argue against me or Reggie, but Reggie wouldn't argue against me. But when I look at Bronny, I just see a kid who wanted to be in the NBA. He wanted to make his family and his friends proud, and he accomplished it. I just don't see the guy who's like, this is my moment. I feel that if he was there to prove he belonged in the NBA, that this was his moment, that he wanted this for himself more than he wanted anything else, he probably would have done what we thought he was gonna do, and we've seen a lot of other kids do. Like, I don't want to be in my dad's shadow. I want to be my own. I want to make a name for myself on my own and prove that I belong here on my own.
Yeah.
And yes, you're gonna get a whole bunch of NBA players that's like, yo, if I could do it for my son, I would do it. And a lot of them would do it. And hell, probably a lot of us would do it. But I hope that we would have raised my son enough to sit there and say, like, Pops, no, like, man, don't do it because you're doing it for me. Like, there just got to be a dope ass feeling to get your name called, not because your dad is LeBron James, but because you
earned it.
Yeah. You earned it, man. And he robbed. LeBron wanted it so bad, and Bronny wanted to be in the NBA so bad that they robbed each other of something that could have been priceless moments. I think the Bryce kid's going to get there on his own.
You stole my question, motherfucker.
Like, when we talking about LiAngelo, I honestly believe he ain't in there because, like you said, they don't want to give his dad props. Like, his dad was saying all three gonna be in there, and like he should at least got some type of shot though, man. They gave him like somewhat, you know what I'm saying? They really ain't give him a shot even when he was on those little G League teams, man. They wasn't trying to. There's some players to be good that they really don't be looking at like that, no matter what. Like you done seen that.
You talking about LiAngelo, or I think his name?
LiAngelo, yeah. I just think they ain't want to give him a shot, man. They ain't like, if dude would have got all three, man, he really would have been talking stuff, and they ain't want that.
Yeah, nope. I thought about Bryce James when Jamar was talking, so I was going to ask you guys. Now, Bryce is not going to get the, I don't want to say opportunity. He's not going to get the hype that Bronny got, but he probably deserves it a little more because the dude is really good. I mean, like, really, really good. So with that being said, do you guys think that Bryce James is gonna outshine his brother when he gets to the league? It's a prediction I'm asking, so y'all got to look into the future on this shit. Because in 2 years he'll be in the NBA, y'all, and he probably ain't gonna be on the Lakers. Yeah, so Bryce is 6'6", about two what? I can't remember how much he weighs. He's about 6'6", 2 something. Got the speed of a freaking alley cat running from a tiger, or I don't know why a tiger would be in an alley, but you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. The dude can jump out the gym, and I think he could actually beat LeBron one-on-one in basketball now. You know what I'm saying? So he is the quintessential person that we were just talking about that Bronny isn't.
Right. Yeah. He's
but he not gonna get the pomp. He's not gonna get the fair, the circumstance, he's not gonna get all that because he's not the pop. He's not the junior. He's not the namesake.
He's not, because he's not the LeBron set Bronny up. He's not. We waited on Bronny for the dream that LeBron, in the statement LeBron made 18 years ago when he said his dream was to play in the league with his son. And so we waited, and the expectations, fair, unfair, was pushed on his kid not because he was this great basketball player who earned it, but because his dad was this amazing basketball player. Yeah. And we all wanted to see that happen. And now it's come to fruition, and everybody's got an opinion about it, good or bad. And I just don't know. I don't want to hate on the kid. And I know nepotism is not new. This is a whole different type of nepotism.
Hold on, wait, Jamar. The Indians won. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, they won 7-5. Woohoo!
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you better.
Go Gordos! Go Gordos!
Fuck you, A-Rod. Say no.
That's what I was about to say, man. Derek Jeter, asshole.
Derek Jeter,
eat that,
bitch. So I just saying, like, it's listen, I know people say it's nepotism, and nepotism exists, and just because something exists, it's been going on, doesn't mean that it's right. We all understand in this world that nothing is fair. And what I will say to combat those, because I was listening to Fox Sports, these guys were going back and forth about it. Rob Parker, I think it's Rob Parker, his new host he has. The new host like, there's nothing wrong with it, and nepotism has been going on. And he's right. Nepotism has been going on. The difference in this situation is normally with nepotism situations that normally occur in most cases is the family owns per said company or business, and they normally push up their family members or promote. So that would be, i.e., Dr. Buss pushing his son up and then getting his son fired, and then pushing up Jeannie Buss up to run an organization. To be fair, he just didn't hand the keys to either one of them. They worked their ass off, earned, and were moved up through the company. Jeannie Buss started off like as an intern at first and whatnot and worked their way up in that organization. So yes, that is an example of what's the word again we're using?
Nepotism.
Nepotism. But he also
I think Jerry Jones is a better situation for nepotism, man. His son is the executive GM.
Right.
His daughter is the vice president. His daughter's son is. I mean, the Joneses are permeated all throughout that organization,
right?
Man.
And that's nepotism. He owns it. Is his. Last time I checked, LeBron James is not an owner of the Lakers, and no matter how much he's done and given to them, guess what they're not going to do? The same thing that they didn't allow Magic Johnson to get to do is become
an owner.
And I think so. As much as we want to scream this, there's a lot of narratives and a lot of different things going on. That as much as we want to scream about nepotism is going on forever and whatnot, bro, there's also an injustice to how many people have given and helped build that franchise on, and I hate to make it a racial thing, but on the black athletes, and that family still refuses to give it up and keep it in their family and keep their nepotism alive. So I know Bronny is helping keep his legacy alive, which is his child. But this is a whole different level of nepotism going on right here. And there's levels to the shit and there's rules to the game.
Yeah, I'd like to see you and Miguel talk about that, man. No, seriously, because you didn't lay out these types of points the last time that you guys discussed this. Teran, I don't know if you remember, but when they talked about this, we was on this for like 30 fucking minutes, man. and you never laid out the case that you just laid out. So I feel like with new evidence being presented before the court, I feel y'all need to relitigate that argument, man.
I can't conversate with. We can talk like that on the phone when it's just me and Miguel. When we don't hear it, when the lights and cameras is on, there's no with Miguel. And then I get flustered, and then I rise to the occasion. It becomes this heated debate.
I didn't mean about the heated part. I just meant about the like if we took the heated part out, and we just talk about the stuff that you just talked about versus the stuff that he talked. Like if we put point for point, fact for fact,
Yeah.
I just felt I just thought it'd be dope, but that's all.
No, you're right, bro. You're right, 100% right. Appreciate that. So I don't know if anybody got anything else left on the whole Bronny James, LeBron. Shouts out to them, man. I want to see.
Oh yeah. Shouts out to Bron. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say anything bad about your son. I love Bronny. Bronny cool. That's my guy. I got love for him. I want to see him excel and be great. So don't take this as a shot. We weren't taking shots at you. We just talking about the reality of the situation, and I think deep down you know that, but it's all good.
Right. So up next, and I believe is the last thing we have. Oh, did I delete it? Is University of Virginia, Virginia Cavaliers men's basketball coach.
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins steps down, man.
He was like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, bro. I wonder if that's more of a health thing or is that a
yeah.
I don't know yet, so I don't even want to put that in.
Okay, sorry about that. If it's health, I didn't mean to laugh. I thought he got. I thought it was more about NILs and
that's what I was wondering. I don't know. I was going to ask either one of y'all. Did y'all hear exactly?
I ain't hear about it.
Well, when they did the breaking news, to be honest with y'all, they didn't give they just did the ticker. They didn't like, hey, we got this breaking news coming in. We got a story. It was just a ticker like, oh, he's retired. He's stepping down. Oh, okay. Wow, the season starts next week, bro. What happened?
Right. I don't know. That's wild to me.
Yeah, whatever it is gonna come out.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of his players probably may feel away. Some of them may be happy to see him go. There's some kid might be feeling like he's getting a fair shot, a fair chance, and some kids may not. So
yeah, wow.
Yeah, well, so I mean, hopefully he's healthy and it's not a health issue, and he just like a lot of other coaches who've been coaching the sport for a long time. Change isn't for everyone. And some of them, rather than stay in it and pout and make things difficult, he chose, if it's not for you, I'll exit myself.
Man, well, you kind of reminded me of something just now. Remember when Coach Saban at the SEC Media Day last year kind of threw Deion under the bus?
Yeah.
We're like, well, Colorado was it Colorado?
It was Colorado.
They gave a player $1 million.
Jackson State. You were talking about Jackson State.
Yeah. So this was 2 years ago. Okay. So yeah, and then he did that whole thing about them giving a player $1 million and this whole riff. But what you're saying is true. Nick Saban, even though he was offering NILs and having the best recruits, deep down he didn't really believe in none of this shit. So like you say, so that's why he gracefully bowed out, because he this is not what I really want to do.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say he's saying this is not what I really want to do. So that kind of reminds me of, and again, I don't know Tony Robbins' situation, but it sounds like the kind of same thing.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think even for me, call me an old head, and I don't want to be that get off my lawn guy. and sometimes it comes across that way, but sometimes when you love something, it's no different when we love music or we love sports. When you love something, and then you can look down the line to see that this is what's going to come of it, because people will eventually prioritize. It's like even when we talk in politics, loosen up on the regulations, and you're going to find out real quick why we had to get regulations in the first damn place. And it's in sports, we loosen up and we don't need the NCAA, and it's just like, okay, you're going to find out why we need rules. We're going to find out a lot of different things in life, why they were done in the old ways. A lot of these old things that we do today or we stick to today, or we're trying to hold on to today, these values, principles, and different things like that were put in place for a reason. You don't think we weren't the first people to want to liberate and just have our freaking way, no regulations, and let everybody do as they please.
Pay the player.
Pay the players and whatnot, bro. Because not to make it political, I just had this thing at work real quick.
Tehran, like, all right,
making it political.
Listen, man, y'all keep screaming for deregulate, and I love. There's a lot of things in Republican conservative values I agree with. The problem is Republicans live in this unrealistic idea. They talk about Democrats are in this false utopia. They're false utopias. Let's deregulate and let the people in the states decide. Not understanding that we came from that, and we had to leave from that because greed.
This shit don't work.
It don't work. We're at that point now, and the main people doing it is the people that's pushing this narrative. The people who's already got a strong grip, and they just want to make the grip stronger and continue to consolidate it, own more, and take more from us. But they can't see it. And so, yes, in a great world, yes, everybody should have whatever case and let people police themselves and let people regulate themselves. Yeah, good luck and see how that fucking turns out and see what you're stuck with.
Yeah, no, we saw that. We saw that movie. We don't want to rewind. We don't want to repeat. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I get it. Is the system broke? Yes. But in this college football is headed that way. We're going to keep hitting this way because we want the money. Yeah. And we don't care about anything else as long as we get the money.
Yeah, the schools are going to end up regulating those deals. We already know how that's going to hand out.
Yeah.
So the schools have already tried. Then they got beat against because the court said no. But yeah, ultimately that's what's going to happen. It has to be that way. The school has to have control, or else you can't have it. You won't have things reported properly. You won't have things recorded properly, and you won't have players who are able to jump from team to team to team, because there'll actually probably be more financial obligations that once you sign that NIL deal, it's like a contract. You're here for 3 to 4 years or however long that that deal is for.
Yeah, you got to have some type of regulation. Like I'm all for quote unquote, they like to call, which makes me laugh, small government, right? So and look at the NCAA, they're treating NCAA like it's the federal government. We want less of that, but we want more of this because they're putting their own special interest because right now they're holding the bigger bags. So they want more access and control these bigger SEC, the Big Ten, and they're just running through these kids and allowing these kids to make. It's not about the kids anymore, and to justify it, which we will never understand and get, is that we keep thinking it's all about the money, and it is about the money, but it's not. They will give you pennies. No, they will give you thousands of dollars to make hundreds of thousands of dollars off you. They will give you millions of dollars to make hundreds of millions of dollars off you. We don't get it because of they're like in their mind, I'm going to give you the money. Guess what you're going to turn around and do anyways? You're going to give it back to me anyhow. You're going to go buy Mercedes that you don't own. You're going to go buy this. You're going to buy all these things that you don't own. You have no ownership in, no whatever case, stock in, and it's all going to come back anyways.
Let me buy a Cybertruck with the school logo on
it. What is wrong with everybody and their mama ran out and bought a goddamn Cybertruck and made enough charging stations around, but these motherfuckers just gotta have it. But we can move on, man. I'm sorry about
it. Yeah, it's all good. Tay Ryan, you want to get in on this, man, or no?
No, I'm good.
Coming up next, we have NFL news, and actually, go ahead, while I pull up
the No Fun League.
GM season.
Killer, what up?
Coming up, we got Davante Adams traded to the Jets from the Raiders, and I'm gonna get it out the way because this motherfucker been going crazy in the text thread. Big Chicken was right, okay? Big Chicken was right, and I should have known that whoever the hell
say
he sat there and said that the Jets was gonna be stupid as hell and handicapped himself, but the GM doesn't care because this season is win or bust. Anyhow, he's gonna be fired at the end of the season, just like the GM. So we made the trade, like push all the chips into the table. Big Chicken said that they dumbass was gonna handicap themselves to make this trade, and I was like, they be stupid as hell. The GM should not do this, and they fucking did it. Big Chicken was right. I think me and Reggie was both saying like they're not gonna be stupid and do this, and they fucking did it.
Oops. I mean, I'll say this. I don't know if he's going to actually help them, win more games or make them a playoff or Super Bowl contender. But I'll tell you this. If Aaron has time in that pocket, the Jets are going to have a formidable offense, man. If Breece Hall can get back to what he was doing earlier this season, if Aaron Rodgers can stay upright a little longer, that's going to be a nasty offensive squad, and the defense is already nasty. So, I mean, it could do something, but, I don't know. I just don't have much faith in the Jets because, their history. But again, I'm a Browns Giants fan, so I can't really, point my chest out too much. But I will say that I expected them to win maybe 1 or 2 more games than I expected. So maybe they'll have like an 8 or 9 win season.
Man, that's huge. So that's gonna open it up for Lazard and Wilson. Man, look what they was doing without Davante.
Hopefully,
like why wouldn't it though?
Well,
the line sucked, but still,
the thing is that Aaron focuses on Davante Adams for about 70 to 80% of his passes.
I mean, you see, he do that with Lazard too, though. But he like those receivers he trusts. But now he got 2 of them. He trusts both of them.
Yeah, but when they were on the same team, Teran, Lazard wasn't getting that trust. It was Davante.
Hey, you're right. But now he trusts him now, though, from what he's been doing at the Jets, though. He didn't trust him.
So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, I'm not saying you're wrong.
I just don't think he trusted him when he was at Green Bay all like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's somebody.
No,
when Davante Adams left, that's who he had. Then he brought him to the Jets, And you see the trust. You see the targets and all that. 7
Yeah, he got
targets,
the most touchdowns in the league.
So so he trusts him, and then he trusts. He trusts Devontae Adams. So now he got 2 receivers he trusts. He just always trusted the one, but now he got 2.
Yeah, they're gonna be dangerous.
Next
up, we got to play him again with him, but hey, we played him without him this time.
Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys continue to falter.
Ooh, I had the unfortunate pleasure of watching that fucking game. I was so mad. And I don't even like Dallas. But then I watched it because that stadium, man. I don't know if you guys ever watch any Dallas home games, but that stadium is phenomenal, man. I just like the environment, man. It feels like the fans are on the field. When you walk through the tunnel, they got the fans right there. It's like such a crazy experience, man. It looks like it'd be just so enjoyable to be in Jerry's world. So that's why I watched. But then all of a sudden, I noticed that Dallas wasn't scoring no points, and the other team was. And I was like, "Oh, this ain't good."
Facts. I love it. I'm an Eagles fan, so anytime the Cowboys struggle, it makes me smile. Especially when it's an opportunity to see for my Eagles to be better, but my Eagles suck this year too. I think the NFC East as a whole.
At least y'all beat the Browns, man.
Yeah, man, but we don't get no brownie points for that.
Oh wow, Terry, you hear what I gotta go through? You hear that?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him props. And he taking shots.
We suck, but y'all suck.
Man.
I mean, I love you, big bro, but yeah, we bad.
I don't have no defense, man.
Hey, y'all the little giants before they got
Stop it. You're wrong, man. You're so wrong.
Hey, next up, we got
he said the little giants.
Cooper traded to the Buffalo Bills, and we should let Teran go first on this.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, one man's trash. How I go? And another man's treasure. Did I go like that?
No, I still trash. It's just yours.
One team trash is another team treasure. That's how I go?
Yeah. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
No, one team trash is about to be our treasure right here, baby. Let's go. Browns didn't know how to use them, man. Browns don't deserve, man. Browns just need to do an auction, just auction off players, honestly.
Okay. Shit.
That's what they did right here, man. It was like, man, hey, y'all, that trade definitely, I don't see how it helped the Browns out, but they helped us out.
We got a second round pick. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, and we need that because we gave up so many picks to get Deshaun Watson, and so we could probably parlay the second round pick with some other things into another first round pick. So Andrew Berry's trying to shake the dice and will and deal. I think it's a good deal for Amari Cooper. I'm glad for the Buffalo Bills because they get a number one receiver. I don't think that Josh Allen's going to treat him like he treated with Diggs, but I will say this: when they're in the clutch situation, a 3rd and long, they're going to need that person to make that route. Even though Kevon could do it, I believe that Amari Cooper can do it because he's done it. So I would be expecting him to get that route.
All right.
Facts.
Yeah, so congrats to him. But for the Browns, I don't even want to talk about y'all.
All right. Next up, we have...
I feel like a disgruntled fan.
Pittsburgh Steelers, despite having a winning record so far, have decided to go ahead and let Russell Wilson get a try as starting quarterback. Stupid McNoopid. Nah, man. Hey, I guess you brought him in, see what he does before you go back to Justin Fields.
Well, I think Teran earlier had a good point about this kind of a situation where he was basically saying you shouldn't lose your starting job to an injury. And we know Tomlin feels that philosophy, but he don't want to say it. But that's what's basically happening here, that he didn't want to push Dangerous out the window because he got hurt and didn't have an opportunity to play. Now, what I think gonna happen, y'all, is I do think I can't remember who the Steelers are playing Sunday, but I think it's a winnable game.
Now they play the Jets.
It's a winnable game. I think if Dangerous can win 1 to 2 games, 3 to 4 games in a stretch, I believe he'll solidify the job. But if they lose to the Jets, then they turn around and lose the next week, or if they go on a streak like that, I think that's the last we'll ever see Dangerous in a Steelers uniform. And I think Mike Tomlin needs to put it out there like that, because if he doesn't, then you're always going to have this controversy, and he's going to put it into that controversy by letting them both play on the field and play it out.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
I can see it.
Game.
Yeah,
Very dangerous game.
But think about it though. That's been Mike Tomlin's philosophy. It's not, you should not lose your starting job because of an injury. But and then again, like going back to what T-Ron said earlier, if your backup come in and pull a Tom Brady,
yeah.
Next up, we have the Raiders have informed teams just because they traded Devontae Adams does not mean that Max Crosby is available. They do not have any plans of trading him, and he so far has not requested a trade.
I can't talk because I'll be honest with y'all, I'm in the same situation with Myles Garrett. So I don't want to say a word, man. I'm so scared right now. I'm Raiders fans. I don't like you, but I feel you. I get it. We're in the same fucking boat with no quarterback and a number one defensive end that could wreck a fucking game, and we're just praying and hoping that he doesn't think about leaving.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Terrain, you're not getting him either, man.
Oh yeah, because we lost Von Miller because of the domestic violence shit for 4 games. So, but we don't got the money right now.
You know, like, our cap is hit.
Yeah.
Man.
Plus, who want to go from Vegas to Buffalo? That's a tough one right there. But you know.
Cleveland's different because they got bad weather, so that's an easy one. You know, that's an easy transition. Cleveland, Buffalo, Chicago, all those type of teams is easy. But like you said, Las Vegas to Buffalo, man, that's tough.
And Mark Cooper gonna go have a few good games in Buffalo too, man. I just know it.
Yeah,
I think so too, man. Because again, but this is the other part though, that Josh Allen throws a different kind of ball. So I don't know if it may take a little bit of Amari Cooper getting used to the type of ball that he throws. Because in the beginning of the season, Amari Cooper had a few drops, y'all. Like it was not looking good for your boy because he was still getting used to Deshaun again. So, you know, I expect to see the same but I think he's gonna ball out though.
So that's what we have for NFL D80. Do you have anything for?
Oh, you better believe it. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's just something I wanted to talk about. Just
hold on.
I hang with the killers and everybody talk about it.
I normally don't rap about shit like this, but I figured, what the hell? Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. The sun don't shine where I stay. Niggas getting built in my hood every day. Every night I'm on my knees looking for a way. Please don't forgive me, I got an AK. Niggas know, the sun don't shine where I stay. Niggas getting built in my hood every day. Every night I'm on my knees looking for a way. Please don't forgive me, I got an AK. Niggas know, the sun don't shine where I stay.
Yo, so in this segment of tennis, it's going to be real brief, but it's just something I wanted to talk about. Even though I kind of talked about it a couple months ago, I kind of want to talk about it again because there's more to talk about. Okay, so today, Iga Swiatek made an announcement. Now, before I even get into that, in the football world, the world we just talked about, they have something they call the Rooney Rule, where NFL franchise has to interview a certain amount of African American or minority coaches in order to be considered for a candidate for a job. Now in tennis, you ain't got that, okay? So it's kind of like the top players in the world all have this coaching carousel where they kind of rotate the coaches based on, I guess, whoever gives them the best opportunity to win. So today, the world's number one player, Iga Swiatek, announced that she has now signed with Wim Fissette. Oh, rejoice. Oh, rejoice. But folks don't realize that just 2 months ago, when Bissett got fired from Naomi Osaka's team, he was her head coach, and she lost in the US Open, and she was like, scissors, you're gone. And so then, but oh wait, let me back up. Even though she cut him, but a year before that, he was with the world's number 7 player, Zhang Guinan from China, and he left her team to join Osaka's team. Now he got fired, and he's going to join Iga Swiatek's team. So again, these coaches just loop and loop and loop. Now, in tennis, the name of your coach means how serious you are as a player. Your talent, the money that you have backing you, and the trajectory of your career can all be determined by who your coach is. So I understand why at the top there's this carousel of coaches that just rotates and rotates and rotates, because people want to be in that spotlight. Now, what happened with Naomi Osaka? Do you know whose coach she done took? Serena Williams' old coach is now her coach. And I ain't even mad, because that dude can freaking coach. Serena is the world's greatest player. And not that he made her become that, but what he did is he stabilized her footwork, her balance, and her focus. And he's going to do the same thing with Naomi Osaka. So come 2025, we might see Serena all over again. And that's what I got on tennis.
Man, these coaches, they switching coaches like that.
Man, that's only a few of them that I named, but I don't want to go into the whole thing. But yeah, it's just like that. And then when Bissett, the thing is, a year ago when he was with Zhen in China teaching her, Naomi Osaka, he was with her 4 years, I should say, before that. But Naomi had the baby. She kind of stopped tennis for a while, kind of things going on. So he's like, hey, oh, I got to move on. I got to get paid. But as soon as Naomi came back, he jumped ship. And then a year later, she fired him. So it's like, but now he's, with Iga Swiatek. So he went from her to being with the number 1 player of the world. So he came up literally. I mean, if you want to keep it real, he basically just got traded to the Chiefs.
Damn. Let's be nice.
Hell yeah, man. Like shit, talk about falling on your feet.
You got traded to the Chiefs?
No, I'm just saying it's kind of like he just
went. You saying like getting traded to the Chiefs? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's a team, like a powerhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, he basically went from Buffalo to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Say, watch me over here. Watch what I do.
Yo. So I want to apologize for being late. Had a little family emergency, but I thank you guys for letting me join you. Start with you brothers. We got anything that I did not cover or bring up that we were supposed to cover before we
I ain't put my top. We forgot my top 12.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I did it too. So let me go ahead and pull that up before we go.
Oh, it's going down.
Bro.
Don't Terry gotta go by this list?
Yeah. That's his list.
That's my list.
He ain't got nothing to say?
Oregon got the best win, man. Old State. They should be number 1.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that philosophy.
You don't think Texas got the best win?
No, I don't think it's about the best win. To be
You know,
honest
they
with
beat
you,
the number 2 team. I'm saying if you beat the number 2 team. That's just like I look at Bama was what ranked 5. I'm going, hey, they want to be on that bull when Bama was what 5 and they beat Georgia, went to 1. Man, they beat Ohio State number 2. They beat the number 2 team. Why shouldn't they go to 1? Texas still at 2. They, you know what I'm saying, they about to prove themselves this week when they play Georgia. That's, you know what I'm saying, because who the Texas playing? I'm trying to think who Texas beat. They beat Oklahoma, which is good, you know. But when they beat Georgia, I mean, they got them number 1 anyway. This is my list, but I just think Ohio State is a better win, and you know they already was ranked high.
But Texas beat Vanderbilt.
My list, Texas, if they win, you know they're gonna go right back in the front. Penn State, you know they just keep winning, so you got to, you know, them teams that are already up there.
But hang on, so your determination, it doesn't matter how the game goes; it just matters the win.
No, I mean, if it's close, that's why I mean, like Ohio State, they could have like how they moved Ohio State back twice. You know, I moved them back 3. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, because Miami was still undefeated though. So yeah, I mean, it don't matter. I mean, the game matters sometimes.
Yeah, where do you have Penn?
Huh?
Where you got Penn State?
Number 3.
3.
Yeah, I think it's a cool list, man. I just, you know, the number 1 part kind of threw me off, but I don't know. I think the list is dope.
I don't have no
3 beat number 2.
Yeah, no, I don't. Again,
anytime really they don't ever change it. Sometimes when they be having teams like you know, when they be having like say like at the Alabama, the SEC schools, you know what I'm saying? That's the only time you really don't be they. No, so they really. I'm sure that, and that's why Texas ain't get jumped because they're in SEC now. If Texas was in the Big 12, that would have been an easy jump.
My only complaint,
even if they had the same schedule.
My only complaint is a lack of respect. You keep showing Iowa State.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean,
they had him at number 9, I think.
Yeah, he dropped them back. They was, I think, number 8. They was number 8 before, and he moved them back.
It was 8 one time, but hey, you better stop hating on them. Hey, we got somebody from the Yo playing for Iowa State.
Yeah, but you the one keep dropping them. That's my only thing. They're the low. They're the furthest back undefeated team.
That's deep.
And then you dropped them even further back than the week before.
I was joking when I had them up there though that time.
Nah, Iowa State rocking, man.
They rocking now, but I'm saying I was joking when I had them up that far though. But they've been rocking. I was being funny.
So your jokes coming back to haunt you.
Right.
Yeah, right. That was being funny.
Now we got questions.
Yo, that's the balling, bro. Is Iowa State? I think. I mean, if you'd have kept them the same place, I probably would have respected it, but you had LSU leapfrog them. And that's my only thing. If you'd have kept them the same, I can rock with it. But to throw LSU in front of them, it's kind of like, damn.
Clemson is tough one too, because Clemson can be up there too, because Clemson only lost to Georgia.
And then Clemson been balling, man.
Like I be going, yeah, I've been like said, like they got to be one of the best one-loss teams. But then, like you said, Alabama beat Georgia, so you can't put them in front of Alabama, even though Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. So it's like,
and Tennessee beat Vanderbilt. I want to keep throwing that out there.
Yeah, Vanderbilt though. Yeah, even though you beat Georgia, you can't lose to Vanderbilt though. Man,
that's gonna all right. Everything.
A lot of stuff gonna sort itself out after this week though. With the, you know what I'm saying, with Bama. And then Bama, Tennessee, and then Texas and Georgia.
Yeah,
it's gonna for the SEC, it's gonna show a lot this week. So,
all right. Anybody got anything else they want to add? Any shout outs, any love they want to send to somebody like that?
Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you, Mark, for jumping in. Thank you for saving my life.
I was listening while I was en route, man. So I was like, oh. Then Teran was like, I guess I'm gonna be doing it by myself. He jumped off screen. I said, where'd it go?
Man, I was having
I wasn't about to just be I ain't got nothing like, cause I ain't gonna look at it. If I had the paper, I'm like, I ain't got nothing. Let me hide my face for a minute until we jump back in.
Y'all wow, bro. I appreciate y'all.
You got it going down.
Man, I was about to text, man. I was about to text little Kim. Was like, man, I know Diddy locked up. You got DJ number? Like, you know man, somebody come by else.
Silly. Yo, wow. Shouts out to Wyclef. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Clef. Yo, Shouts out to y'all brothers. Shouts out to my big bro. Shouts out to Reggie, Big Chicken,
Big Chicken,
Diallo Benz,
Miguel.
DJ, you better figure out how to get back on, man. I don't know what's going on with this phone, man.
Lace baby oil, DJ.
Like, how you got the newest iPhone and can't get on,
bro?
Or you gotta have a laptop. I know you got a laptop or something.
Nah, bro, you still got the old iPhone with an update.
We gotta pray for DJ, man. We need him back, bro. Man, I'm so lost in the transfer portal. DJ, get your ass back on here.
What was the old internet back when? What was it? AOL?
Yeah,
you got one of those type of computers, man.
You got
mail. I remember that, man. Oh my gosh, times have definitely changed.
Appreciate y'all guys, man.
Appreciate you back. Love y'all, bro.
Love y'all.
Love y'all, man.
God bless y'all. Good night.
Big checks, big deposits. I got it. Hey, run that shit up, Chase. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. Fire on.